what happens is the gals that are thinking about having an abortion, they go in and they hear the heartbeat of the baby. They hear the heartbeat of the baby and realize that they have a living human being inside of them.
You know, it says that God knew us in the womb. He wove us into the womb, and He knows our unseen substance. So that's life.
Hello everybody, this is Spencer Lindquist with the Federalist, and today we are out here on the Santa Monica Pier at a rally for life. We're going to be interviewing the Demonstrators. So could you tell me a little bit about why you're out here today?
I'm out here because I'm pro-life and because I want to support a cause that I think young people need to get involved in more.
There's babies, of which about 3,000 a day in the United States still get aborted, get slaughtered, and we're trying to be a voice for the voiceless and be out there for them and stop basically the genocide of small children that was, years ago initiated by Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood to kill black babies, and now it's spread across the spectrum, and they're non-discriminate.
Where does your pro-life belief come from?
I'm Catholic. I think that's part of it. And also, I have 3 children.
In the end, God wins, and God doesn't want little babies murdered and slaughtered, every day in the United States and around the world, and it initiated as a satanic practice.
When I was in a large hospital in LA, and the OB suggested that I have an abortion because I wasn't yet married and because I was in an in-between place in my life, I expressed anxiety, and it was just the first place they went, and it kind of opened my eyes to how much this is just like in the air, in the water, in our culture, and it needs to be destroyed. It needs to be removed from our culture.
In my life, I was 20, and I wasn't engaged yet, but I was going to be getting engaged, and I got pregnant, and it was one of those times where I didn't want to ruin my family or how I looked in front of my family, and it made me really sad because I had to make a decision. But there was, because I had God as my foundation, there wasn't even, it like entered my mind and just exited. Like there was no way.
I think the issue in that particular situation was not just as birth control, but as a Band-Aid for other issues in your life, for solving a problem that might not be really solvable through abortion. It pushes the problem away, but I think we do that in a lot of different ways in modern culture, and it's just one of them. It's one symptom of a bigger problem where we don't really treat human beings with dignity.
It's like I want to give hope to people. Like my older son, my oldest, is 35. He's just thriving. He's a chaplain at a mission, and he's doing so well, and I couldn't imagine my life without him.
I'm 21, right? I'm pro-life, but I'm not a parent. Can you tell me a little bit about what that was like? I'm sure that there's just a completely new understanding of it once you have a child. It must just be something that changes everything. Can you talk a little bit about what that's like and how that affected your views on this?
I think that having a child, bearing a child, and having a child is all very, very, very difficult. It's also very beautiful, and beautiful things are almost always also very difficult.
So what we think could be a curse or like a horrible life, being pregnant, turned out to be just such an incredible strength and joy.
I don't know if I could think in a different way, in a sense, than being pro-life, insofar as I'm raising my children, taking care of them, and that's something you have to cut off if you have an abortion.
Oh yeah, people need to think twice before making babies, that's for sure, you know what I mean?
The promise for people that were on the fence, that were like, oh, I'm just a little bit pro-choice, right, was the rare word. But that rare word is obviously not true in this country.
If you're not trying to have a baby, wear a condom. You know what I mean? Because no child deserves to be sacrificed. That's insane.
The safe, legal, and rare line raises an interesting question, because if it's just a clump of cells, why does it have to be rare? Why do we care that it's rare if it's just like getting rid of a tumor, right? So the rare, it implies that there is something immoral about it, and it's only immoral if it is a life.
If you have a girlfriend or whatever, if you have, you have sex and the woman that you happen to have sex with is pregnant, then, you know what I mean? I think that you got to be a man and really step up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really. and have that child. Yeah, not sacrifice it.
We have to be able to speak to the trauma that abortion causes women and be able to be respectful of women that have gone through that without compromising the actual pro-life position.
We hope you enjoyed hearing from the demonstrators today at Santa Monica's pro-life rally. Thanks for watching The Federalist.